Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Just a few minutes ago the most important news probably of the week came out, and that is the non-farm employment change and the unemployment rate in the United States. If you like the content, then please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Now without further ado, let's start diving into the content of today. Like I said, this is the most important news. We right away seeing that the prices are spiking down. Why is that? Well, the fork, or at least the previous one, was 284,000 jobs created. Now they expected 200,000, quite a drop, but we came out 263,000, so way more than expected. And the unemployment rate also stayed flat. We need a little bit more jobs creation to get this to a lower percentage, but this is the opposite effect of what the Fed is trying to do. So they want to see unemployment coming up, so they want to see less jobs being created, or even better, jobs being taken out of the market, of course, so that the unemployment rate can go higher. That didn't miss its mark on the price here of BTC. We are right away dropping down approximately 1% right now. If we're zooming in on the 5-minute, then you can really see the spike here in top to bottom. That was 1.7%, recovering now a little bit. On the ES, oh wait, we'll come there in a second. Actually, on the dollar index, there it is very most visible. This used to be a red candle for the day until the news came out, and now we're just spiking higher pretty fast. And this could also create, and already put in 2 lines, a bullish divergence, because we now had quite a drop all the way from the top here to the bottom, and it's just not something let's ride in the park or just break down and just zigzagging lower. I think there needs to be some recovery, maybe to show that this is a lower high, or to just retest high, or even just take out the high and then just going higher again. And then this was just a bit of a reset, consolidation, and then a search for new highs. Here, of course, this is on the daily, so we still need a couple of days to confirm this, but so far it looks like this could be a bullish divergence in the making. And yes, you have seen it right, the money flow is now for the first time in the red since all the way in July 2021. Unbelievable. I've never seen something like this, but the money flow now finally dipped into the red. But if we're getting that bullish divergence, the question is for how long? The S&P, this is the future market. This one is running behind just a few minutes, so the drop in price is still not visible in here. But I think this is lagging 10 or 15 minutes, so actually this should be going a little bit lower. But what I draw out for you is a rising wedge, and that is in itself a bearish pattern. I've always said that I want to see some kind of retesting here of the lows. We still have a few big gaps here in the chart. You don't see them here because this is a future market, but the future market for the S&P 500 is even a little bit more ahead of the regular S&P. So during day trades I'm usually using this, but now we have been touching here the golden pocket twice, and now we also went higher again. There you go. Now live here you see that we are making the candle, so this one is running behind a little bit, really bit of a bar pattern actually. Anyways, but if we're breaking here the rising wedge, then the target would also be approximately the bottom, and then the S&P 500 could drop back to approximately 3,500. Also on the indicators here on the 4-hourly, for example, big bearish divergence here on the momentum waves. Let me pull this up a little bit higher, then it's better visible. So big bearish divergence. And let me see if we also have it on other time frames. I don't think so yet. Well, actually, yes, we do. Also here on the daily, you can see that also the momentum wave here is already coming down. Money flow is still pretty good, but it's already coming down. And also on the 1 hour, let me check what we have there. Yeah, so also here on a bit of a bigger time frame, here you see the price coming up higher, and then here is the momentum wave already coming lower. Also money flow is coming lower as well. So this actually looks like we are going to go more down south. I actually also would be happy with it, because just for the year, I think we're down approximately 17%. And if you put it next to everything that's going on in the world, the market so far held pretty good. I actually was hoping that we would end the year around these levels. Then you have a full-on bear market, a bit of a big crash within the stocks, and that just paves the way for future growth. And if we have a dip that is minor compared to everything that's going on with the inflation, the Fed, the war, everything with the gasoline and gas prices, you also want to see that kind of reflecting in the stocks. If else these stocks just keep being a little bit inflated. There needs to be blood running through the streets to pave the way for future growth. That's just the most healthy recipe for what's coming in the future. So it would be nice actually to go a little bit more down. Then I can also add more to my ETF. Quickly back then to Bitcoin. We have a few interesting plays going on right here. You could say that this is a lower high here on the hourly, and therefore we are now going lower. If I am, let me see if I'm doing this correctly. This is wrong. We should do this the other way around, from this top to this bottom. Yeah, so then, oh, the other way around I said. So this actually, you want to, now that we have hit the 0.5, you could say this is a lower high measured from this side to this bottom, 0.5 slash golden pocket, and now going lower. That in itself is of course pretty bearish. On the 4 hour earlier here we had a green dot, but now with the news this is now has disappeared. But actually I was hoping, or I'm still hoping for a little bit more movement in the price to the upside. Let us really not just spike up, but maybe just more, a few candles then going lower, or better yet even take this out. That actually would be my preferred scenario, not only because I'm long, but because I still think that there is maybe some more room to the upside. If we're looking at the upside, of course I'm looking at this spike right here. That could be a swing field pattern. The high is 17,312. So if we're taking that out, going higher, ending lower, then that's a nice SFP. Then we can trade it to the bottom. By the way, we can take this one out. And if else, I put this one in. 17,500 is also a nice swing field pattern here on the hourly. Oh, sorry, on the 4 hourly. And if not, then I'm really aiming for the highs, approximately 18,000. It seems still quite a bit. On the daily, it still also looks like that we have maybe some more room to the upside. I was asking earlier this week for a trigger wave. I mean, this could be the trigger wave that we're getting. Then it's a full power to the bottom, and then of course I'm aiming here at the bottoms to just retest these lows as approximately 15,000. If we're going higher, you know the levels. And let me see, I think also on the 12 hour, ooh, we are creating red dot right now. This was gone earlier. Okay, this is now creating red dot. That is not so nice, to be honest. So I want to see some more pumpage to the upside to take this out. If we are going lower, let me take this one out. And if you're saying, you know what, I'm actually still expecting for us to go higher, then you could enter also a long on the retrace. That could be here, 38.2 that we just had. Was also a little bit of a tap here on this lower 1 hour demand. As you can see here on the two candles, this is actually very nice. Or you could say, you know what, actually I'm waiting for even lower than that. Let me put in the volume profile. Let me extend it. Then we also have the point of control close to the golden pocket. So then approximately 16,600 to 16,500. This is also actually quite a nice entry if we go there to enter and then to play the long. If you're thinking, you know what, I want to wait even longer, then you could, or if I want to go short, then of course you're attacking these lows right here, these lows, but we first need to take out then the point of control and this golden pocket. I do actually expect some kind of a reaction, but if this was really the top, what I said in yesterday's video, did we top out or not? If this really was the top, then you want to see something like this, a reaction and then breaking it. And then of course we need to break this low here at 16,350, then this one right here, 16,000, and then of course we are attacking 15,500. But like I said, the way the chart is setting up, I would not be surprised if we still maybe have some more room to the upside, because as a market maker, you buy, if the market maker sells when you're buying and the other way around. That is their function in the system. So if you want to turn the price to the downside, you want to do that where the most traders commit into the chart. And if you then want to build up a short, you do that from the highs. And to take out these highs and maybe even these highs right here, that would just be very juicy. And then the funding rate, which is now slightly negative, could then also turn into positive. A lot of traders think bottom is in, we're going higher, and then you actually want to commit, if you want to pivot the price to the downside and then just trade it all the way to the downside. So that could be a strategy of the market maker. But to do it here, I mean, yes, we have finally taken out all of these stops that we talked about last week with these pumps. But so far this would be a little bit of a surprise because it's just percentage wise and chart wise not so super high. So therefore I would say be careful if you're going in hard on your short. The bigger time frames do not say we are turning around yet, so just take it slow. That will be it for now. That was the most important news. Let me quickly check the future market S&P 500. That was a drop so far of 1.4%, 1.5%. Looks like we're coming back now a little bit. Yeah, you know what it is. Usually with these events, you see the price doing zigzag, and eventually it's like a little bit of a heartbeat. Once down, once up, and then we just go sideways again in consolidation phase. So I would not be surprised if that will happen in the next few hours. But just be careful and know that there is this rising wedge, which usually is bearish, breaks down to the downside. Probably not today. But if it happens, then I expect quite some blood in the streets. And then BTC can also go down. The dollar index has more room to go to the upside and to make a lower high or to attack here the highs. Then the S&P, will go all the way here. And then BTC can also retest the lows. Maybe even making a new low, but never say never. Maybe lows already in. We'll see. Time will learn. Enjoy your weekend. Take some time off from the charts. And see you guys very, very soon again in the next one. Bye-bye.